Hey everybody, I'm cartoonist A.F. Branco. All my friends call me Tony, and if you're not my friend, you don't like me. My name is well, I can't think of something right now. My pronouns are Your Highness, so you can get used to that, can't you? Anyway, we have an intro song while you're getting your comments ready. Come up here, I got to see which one it is. Oh boy, now I go. Okay, it's got to be this one. Get those comments ready, folks. See you in a minute.
They have unsuccessfully tried to take down the wrong person.
He's absolutely going to come back with full vengeance the next time around.
Now think about what 4 years of a retribution presidency might look like. Our Constitution really does give the president tremendous power to destroy. This will be something we could never have imagined.
Now the gloves are off.
Some of Trump's close political allies told him they are working on figuring out the identities of the FBI and DOJ staff and forming lists.
I will direct a completely overhauled DOJ to investigate every radical DA and AG in America for their illegal, racist enforcement of the law. The deep state is destroying our nation, but the tables must turn and we will quickly destroy the deep state. We know where the bodies are buried. There are a lot of people out there that have done some very, very evil things, very bad things, I would say treasonous things against our country. People that have done such harm to our country. I've been looking at them for a long time.
He could order the investigation and prosecution of individuals who he sees as enemies.
Put them all in jail where they belong. You gotta get tough and smart, and you have to fight fire with fire. You can't allow this to go on. And I will be the one to clean it up. I am your retribution. We will take care of it. We will take care of it.
Awesome. Good video. Hope you got those comments. I see some comments coming in on Rumble. I'm going to bring in my co-host, my good friend, Jodan Gorman. Here you are.
What's going on, man? So you say all your friends call you Tony. I must explain why I call you Branco.
Yeah, that's right. You call me Branco. Don't call me.
I don't know why I never took that Tony business. I know there's too many Tonys. There's not enough Brancos.
There's not enough Brancos.
You should have like an Italian some SpaghettiOs or something. Your own brand of SpaghettiOs.
That would be Portuguese.
Branco SpaghettiOs.
It's Portuguese. I'm Portuguese, just like Devin Nunes.
Well, the Portuguese aren't allowed to eat SpaghettiOs. Are you racist?
It have to be Portuguese SpaghettiOs. So.
Yeah, we got Fancy and Squeaky and Jenry in the house, and we got South Carolina girl.
Oh yeah, they're boring.
And let's see if I can see other things. Yeah, we got John Stowe. Bonjour, John Stowe. That's what he said. I'm assuming it's a he. I don't know. And I can't see. Well, we're glad everybody's here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to show some cartoons and show some videos, and I think Jodan has a bad joke or two.
I don't know about that. I always do something on the fly. Guaranteed to embarrass the family.
Yeah.
See, once you get past that embarrassment thing, it's a breeze. It's a piece of cake.
I'm way past it. That's why I'm doing this show. I don't care. I just said howdy to the folks, texted them over there on Rumble. And we have Victoria Lee Scott. Okay. Yeah. What was I going to say? We have a cartoon I did yesterday, I think it was. It was based on a painting. I used a painting of mine, and then I changed it a little bit, and I used that from yesterday's cartoon. It was on Chris Salcedo's show today, and I want to allow people to download the larger high definition file so that they can print it out and do what they want with it for their own personal use. That is so.
So a free high def Branco image.
Yeah.
Of your painting.
And I will let. What's that?
That painting originally around what, 2010 or something?
2010, I think. 2009, 2010, and yeah, and I've got a lot of use out of it as far as for politics, and people really love it. It was.
Put it on the screen and
it
show
got
it
some
while
good
we're
feedback.
talking about it. Put it on the screen and so while we're talking about it.
Okay, why don't we just go to the cartoons, and I'll just I will talk about it, and I'll go right to it so that people can.
Fine,
Whoops, I hit
Do it the hard way then. Do it the hard way.
I'll do it the hard way, because the easy way is too hard. If that makes sense. It was good to see everybody here.
Everybody but one of you.
Yeah, there's a couple there that.
A couple of shady characters. We're not mentioning names, South Carolina girl. Man.
Oh, now what did I do here? Okay, let me get this removed. I'm not with it today, folks. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't eat anything for lunch that I should have.
Maybe you need another vacation, Mr. Biden.
Yeah, that's it. I need a new vacation.
You know, well, you keep looking because we got that. You know, they came through last night. That judge came in and made that ruling that they got to liquidate InfoWars immediately. And you know, and I never was like really a fan of Alex Jones. I never really disliked him. I kind of thought he was a nut, you know, and he kind of is. But dude's been right about so much stuff. It's like, hey, you have to respect it. And and the only thing, and really, and now that all this has happened to him, I have a new respect for the man and what he's gone through. Especially, you know, I mean, he was so far ahead of the game than we were.
Yeah, he was.
A great clip of him with Tucker Carlson, and
didn't he predict 9/11? Wasn't he talking about that?
He said that's my understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about yelling from the rooster. This is what they're going to do. This is how they're going to do it. We're not watching. So anyway, let me just go.
I mean, they didn't even. It's not like, okay, we're going to find you a penalty or something like that. They want to destroy him. They want him off the air, like they did Steve Bannon. So anyway, is this today's? Oh, the guys who are using the pagers. They're using tin cans. This will have to do for now.
Man, yeah.
That's funny. Those exploding pagers. I told you there was a news thing in the news shortly after this that the cats in Springfield were buying pagers for the Haitians. I don't know if it's true or not.
Then I saw a cartoon of somebody. I can't remember who the cartoonist was, but he had a cartoon of Talib behind her desk and her pages sitting on the end of it, all blown up.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, exploding pagers. I mean, I didn't even know pagers were still a thing. I really didn't.
I didn't either.
It's like, well, next week we're going to have exploding members-only jackets.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't either. I could see cell phones, I could see them, but maybe the pagers they're there to where they're supposed to meet, or a certain number that they're supposed to call on a throwaway phone or something. What do you call those throwaway phones?
Burner phones.
Burner phones. Yeah, they burn, right?
Yeah, but then you throw them away, so that's pretty good. You were close. Trump platform. Oh, this you've reused this one.
Yes, I did. Just like the In and Out building of the Planned Parenthood
Yeah,
and the
one of those
environmentalists.
classics that you just keep because we keep repeating. We're in a cycle,
Yeah,
and
same
that's what we're
stuff
about to
over,
break. We're going to break this cycle.
same stuff over and over again. And then this is about the Oprah Winfrey show,
That's what
where
you say.
yeah, it's where she had that hoopla, that phony. Everybody get together and glorify Kamala, and it looked so fake. They had a bunch of actors and Hollywood celebrities and everybody, and it just seemed like phony hype. Like they're trying to hype something that can't be hyped, like pushing a rope.
Yeah, well, I think I speak for everybody here when I say I don't make a move politically until I hear what Julia, what's her name, Julia.
Roberts.
Julia Roberts has to say.
Yeah, yeah.
It's usually better as a joke when you remember the name of the person you're
Yeah,
telling.
I let ABC decide what I think. So,
Yeah, me and George Stephanopoulos, we're just like that.
yeah, exactly.
And he's such a tiny little fellow.
Yeah, he's
They got
little.
those little tiny guys, Robert Reich
Yeah,
and George Stephanopoulos. They
yeah.
can stand on each other's shoulders, and they're almost 5 feet.
That's why I like TV. You can't tell how short they are.
Oh, and there was a show a few years back, and they had a glass table, and you could see everybody's legs were down on the ground, but then you could see George Stephanopoulos' legs were dangling, and they changed the entire set after
Yeah,
that. Everybody made so much fun of it. It was so hilarious. You can probably find that picture.
yeah, probably somewhere.
It's good. Yeah,
And this was
Oprah is gone. She's been around with every bad person
yeah,
possible.
yeah,
And I heard Megyn Kelly just ripping. Megan has gone. She's become a pretty good defender of Trump.
oh yeah,
I
she's
saw her
smart.
doing a couple things, but yeah, she's not. She's not. But you know what? This is a whole new political realignment here, man.
Yeah, it's
It-
getting
we can't
well.
say, well, I disagreed with their position on that. If they're for Trump right now, we're on the same team.
I
End
think a
of
lot of
story.
people are seeing what's at stake. They see Kamala and they see this regime as something very not good at all for the Constitution and individual freedom. They're scared. People are scared.
Well, look at the Democrats have lost their freaking mind. Yeah, they're up there. They become the pro-war party. That one lunatic will show in a little bit,
Yeah,
autographing bombs.
yeah. These are the people for peace. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they
lies.
save democracy. They save
I
democracy.
I wanted to point out this one was for Swamp Monsters News. If you ever get a chance to check their website at swampmonsters.news. And then let's go to the next one here. I want to make sure I get these guys in here because they sponsor the cartoons. alphanews.org. They sponsored this one. It's I have to do a cartoon. I don't have to, but I do a cartoon every week that they sponsor about Minnesota issues. And Star Tribune is their newspaper, I guess, out of Minneapolis. And so I did this one for him, this could be any mainstream media.
Yeah, you can mix and match so much with
Yeah.
it because they're all the Democrats they're all the same.
They're just
They're-
they've
they're-
got yeah they've got a entire they've got I mean I don't know how they don't get charged. You can only what do they attribute so much propaganda to the Democrat Party? That should be some kind of election fraud. You would think.
There's so much. Everything's a fraud right now. Everything's
Yeah.
a fraud. They
This
Jeff Clark, the Trump attorney. He's been looking for some of the most high profile cases that Kamala prosecuted. Because
That's right.
he's a prosecutor, You know,
Right.
she's told us that. There's not one case, not one. He cannot find one case that she was the active prosecutor on. And he says he searched, he went through, he was on War Room today, and he did all these big searches. Nothing.
Nothing there.
So maybe she did that in between flipping burgers at McDonald's. Did you hear? Trump's actually going to a McDonald's next week, and he's going to work the French fryer for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How awesome will that be?
That's pretty good. And he makes no bones about it, you know. He just comes right out and says what he's going to do, and he knows, everybody knows it's, you know, a political thing, but he's okay with that. You know, it's funny.
Yeah, and then tonight, Kamala had that other interview with that chick from MSNBC.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I nobody saw it, but I saw the clip. And I mean, this is the chick who interviewed her was on. There was a clip of her on Bill Maher the other night saying, "You don't need to know what Kamala, what her policies are, because you know what Trump are. You got to vote against him." Now she's the one interviewing Kamala, so you know.
Yeah.
It was going to be a joke.
Yeah.
And it was not live. It was pre-recorded.
Yeah. Luckily, people aren't watching the mainstream media like they used to, or Kamala would be way ahead by all the hype they're putting on her.
Their numbers are worse. In fact, I should have pulled the clip. There's just one chick. She was analyzing the numbers, and these cable news shows, excluding the Fox, which gets they do decent. They do better, but CNN, they're averaging like 83,000 viewers during prime time. 83. I think that in 24 hours on my little intellectual frog legs.
Yeah, you're getting like what did you get? You had 200 and some thousand.
Couple hundred thousand, yeah.
Yeah.
But these people, and they get paid millions of dollars. The people that don't care. They don't care. But you remember Rush Limbaugh pointed out years ago, the media is the only one who does not believe the customer's right.
Yeah. And it's like, and they keep dropping, and they don't care. It's like they're hanging on to whatever little audience they have and trying to convince them and propagate them towards the Democrats, and they still don't care. You would think as a business operation, they would try to change, at least.
It's not about business, though. And they're part of the Democrat Party. They're part of the deep state, and they are pushed. They're doing their job.
And they dare not do both sides. They dare not, because
they're not even. You know, there used to be a point where we'd say, "Well, I think the media is kind of biased." You know, now they're not biased. It's all propaganda all the time. All propaganda all the time. That's the mainstream media from all of them. We know that.
And I'm going to do full screen on this.
There's your painting. This is the painting.
Yeah, that's the painting. This was on what Chris Salcedo show today, and then I'll take it down and I'll show you if you guys want a high resolution copy of this, or you want to download a high resolution copy, I'll give you an email. You can send it to me, and I will send you the high resolution copy to print out for personal use. And you can make up a few posters, put it on your window, hand them out, whatever you want to do. It's kind of my contribution to the Trump campaign. One of my contributions to the Trump campaign. But I'm going to take it down, and
for $13, I'll autograph it.
Yeah, Joe Dan will autograph it.
Yeah, I have nothing to do with it.
I'm gonna.
I like that how the eagle has Trump fans tattoos.
Yeah. And here, let me just. I'm gonna go here.
Oh.
There you are. And I'm gonna try to put this up there. This is the email. That's Branco. Whoops.
Oh yeah, hold it. That's right there. Hold it there.
Branco@reagan.com. Branco@reagan.com.
Wow, you have good handwriting.
Cartoonist handwriting. Everything's capital letters for me.
Penmanship, yeah. I can't even write my name anymore. You go to the only time you write it, you got to write on that little plastic screen.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look anything like your signature.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point in doing a signature if it doesn't even? I mean, they've just screwed everything up.
Yep. Here. Let's see. Do I got another cartoon? Yeah. Here's today's cartoon. This is.
They're letting me have to read the teleprompter today.
Americans. Oh, I put up the wrong thing. This is actually Americans for Limited Government. I put up the wrong logo, so I'm going to have to make that change for them.
Oh,
Anyway.
no. We need to cancel start the show right now or something. Or?
Yeah, no, I'll do it. I'll do it after the show. I'll send them the proper one. They haven't contacted me yet, so they must not have noticed themselves. So anyway, I think that's the last cartoon. Meanwhile, back in the basement.
Oh, I see your little Biden was here over there in the basement.
Yeah. They're letting me out to read the teleprompter today. You go, girl. Okay.
I like you got that word salad. Show us the bowl of healthy word salad.
The word salad down here. Yeah. All right. Well, that does it for the last week's cartoons. We have some comments coming in. We got Jittery Hobo, LinkedIn user. LinkedIn user wrote Branco@reagan.com if you want that high resolution picture. We have Charlie Hammers here. Victoria Lee Scott. Hey, Victoria. Anyway, lots of stuff, lots of comments. And I'm just kind of going through some of these.
Yeah, Deplorable Distance said Pravda would be proud of the current Democrat media. Pravda is rookies compared to what these guys are.
Because you have so many of them.
Have kicked it up, yeah.
They had one media source. They had one television show, and then they had Pravda, and we've got NBC, ABC, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, PBS. And New York Times, the Washington Post, and all of this, it's just just a barrage of leftist propaganda that people still, for some reason, there's just those few people that still believe every word. Because I get it in my emails, I get it in my comments, that they'll quote something from them. And anyway. You got some videos for us, Joe?
I think we do. When we have a good little short video of Alex sitting there with Tucker, and he fires the crowd up. Tucker's been doing these live events all around the country.
Yeah,
with different guests and people joining him, like Roseanne Barr, Russell Brand, tons of people.
Yeah, I haven't had you on yet. What's up?
No, I haven't been on yet. I've been a little tied up. I'm busy.
You've been busy. Yeah, answer your phone, damn it.
But anyway, this is it's number 2. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks for having me. I got to say, I love you. This is a beautiful state full of beautiful people. And when we get President Trump elected, all of us together are going to lift the curse off of this country, and we're going to send the globalists to prison. And it is amazing. It is amazing to meet all these great people, and whether they're black, white, old, young, to see the electricity in people's eyes that are populist and that are Americans and that love God and that love children and love freedom and hate tyranny. I can feel the strength in this auditorium and capacity in Reading, Pennsylvania. And like I told the globalists a long time ago, I don't know how all this is going to end, but if they want to fight, they better believe they've got one.
This makes me laugh. Alex Jones, so controversial. Love God, love America, love freedom. Oh, you're so radical.
And Tucker, Alex, the one thing I always give Alex props for that no one ever gives him credit for, Alex Jones has stood against war for 30 years every single day of his career.
But I'm for the war peacefully with information against the globalists. The real war's here with the globalists and Soros and Obama and the New World Order and BlackRock. They've declared war on us, and we accept the challenge. We're taking the country back.
Woo! Oh, that's crazy.
Fired up, ain't he?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, none just says he never liked Alex, but what our government's doing to him is reprehensible. Yeah, what they've done, they've created a sympathy factor for him.
Absolutely.
But then you go back and look. I mean, he does some nutty stuff. There's clips of him doing stuff, but it don't matter. We're supposed to have free speech. This man has been right about stuff. You're not supposed to. You don't have to agree with everybody.
Free speech is about having people say things you don't like. Now, whatever he said, you can disagree with what he said about the shooting of the kids in that school.
Well, he's apologized. He's admitted he was wrong.
And the thing is, but does it warrant liquidating his business?
It does if you're a communist Democrat.
Yeah,
These
see,
people are vicious.
No, and they're doing the same thing to Trump. They
and Bannon and Navarro. I mean, they put them in jail. They closed their businesses. They've started the action. Well, I'm not sure what action about the Epic Times.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
giving them crap
against Elon. They've got lawsuits going against
them. Investigation into him.
Mm-hmm.
These people.
They just can't live and let live. If you disagree with them, they're coming after you. What else you got? You got
let's see what else we got.
You got a bunch of stuff today.
Oh, I don't know about a bunch, but I got a bunch. I mean, I do have a bunch. We've got some. Let's see. All right. Now we've got some interesting videos. We've got some that a little off the beaten path. But we'll stay on the path for a few minutes.
All right.
There was Trump's been going around here doing every media, and he made an appearance on Gutfeld, and there was a hilarious clip, and you got to stick with it. It's a great clip, but Trump delivers the comedy gold at the end. But anyway, that's number 2, and it's the RFK one.
All right. I'll come back to Jittery Hobo in a second. Let's watch this dilly here.
Video of the day, hey, part 2. All right. Okay. Our second video of the day comes to us from RFK Jr. During a recent event while campaigning for President Trump, he was asked what he thought about Trump as a person, and he shared this amazing story.
I've known President Trump for many years, and on 2 occasions I sued him. He was trying to build golf courses up in the New York City reservoir watershed, and I sued him successfully to stop that. And at one point, my wife, she wanted to go to Palm Beach for the weekend to see my mom over Easter, and I said, I didn't want to buy tickets for all the kids. And she said, what if I find a free ride? And I said, okay. Then she said, I found a free ride. And I said, who? And she said, Donald Trump. And I said, I'm suing him. And she said, he told me he knows you're suing him, but it's okay anyway. And we ended up flying down with him, and I had a great time. I still sued him, and...
It's such an interesting story because you kind of separate the friendship from the legal stuff. It's like, yeah, you sue me, I get it, that's what you do. Yeah. But I'm not, like, you want to use my plane, fine. I mean, some people would not understand that.
No, I think I have been able to do that. Otherwise, I would have nobody to talk to at all.
How perfect is that?
Oh, that's great.
I have nobody to talk to.
Great delivery, Trump. Yeah.
But it's amazing. We are so blessed and so lucky to have this dude.
Absolutely.
His skill set,
Mm-hmm.
it's unmatched. I mean,
Yeah.
from his ability to talk to just everyday people, to sit and get into the intricacies of geopolitics and all this crap.
Speaking of that, you have a video comparing Kamala and Trump on one question.
Actually, we do indeed.
Yeah,
It
that would be
is-
great to see that.
Well, just for you, we're going to
Just
play
for me. You're so nice.
Yeah, this is so Trump and Kamala are asked the same question,
Okay.
and we'll see how much better Kamala answers.
All right. Here we go.
How are you going to bring down the cost of food and groceries?
Good. Very good. Thank you. So we have to start always with energy. Always. I don't want to be boring about it, but there's no bigger subject. It covers everything. If you make donuts, if you make cars, whatever you make, energy is a big deal. And we're going to get that. It's my ambition to get your energy bill within 12 months down 50%. If I can do that, we've done a hell of a job. 5-0, not 15, 50. Interest rates are going to follow, and actually they're going to follow for another reason. The economy is now not good, and interest rates, you'll see they'll do the rate cut and all the political stuff tomorrow, I think. And, will he do a half a point? Will he do a quarter of a point? But the reason is because the economy is not good. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do it. But we're going to get interest rates down, and we got to work with our farmers. Our farmers are being decimated right now. They're being absolutely decimated. And, one of the reasons is we allow a lot of farm product into our country, and we're going to have to be a little bit like other countries. We're not going to allow so much we're going to let our farmers go to work.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Yeah, first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams and ambitions for your family, and working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that.
That is just.
Yeah.
What do you say? Nothing you can say. I mean,
What's it?
there's
It's
nothing you
just
can say.
vacant.
I mean, she's just not there. They're trying to do an Obama with her. Remember how he was an empty suit, and he'd
Yeah.
speaking these platitudes of bullshit that nobody knew what he was talking about. But he was clean and articulate, and people didn't question the media as much as they question now. Now
Yeah.
they know. They're all lying.
She's speaking in search of a thought and can't find one. That's basically what she's doing.
There's a thought out there looking for her.
Or she's looking for one. Yeah. But I'll keep talking until I find one.
Yeah, she'll talk. Yeah, she doesn't need no thoughts. They just muddle things up. Okay, let's see what else we got. Got any old cartoons this week?
I do have some old cartoons. We can show a few of those right now if you want.
Let me see. Okay, go ahead and do that, and I'll get us ready. Now we'll have to decide on which way we're going to go on these, because we got that one interesting thing, the Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah.
That
play
is
that now. Well, let's play it now and get people's comments on it.
okay. Yeah,
What they
this
think.
is a fascinating discussion, and this is Muhammad Ali. We're not here about what you might think about other things, but he's sitting here. He's discussing racial issues with this BBC, this British BBC reporter, crazy liberal.
Yeah, he's peeing his pants in here. This liberal guy.
And then you might have to turn it up. It's the volume slightly down, but it's not too bad. But I think he nails it. I think he. Anyway, number 2.
All right.
And another thing, when you say integration, it comes under intermarriage too, right? All being together.
Right, sure.
And I'm sure no intelligent white person watching this show, or no intelligent white man in his or her right white mind, want black boys and black girls marrying their white sons and daughters, and in return introducing their grandchildren as half brown, kinky-haired black people.
I
I'm sure
I wouldn't object to that.
Well, you wouldn't, but a lot of them would.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people would. No, this is the point.
What I'm trying to say is this. You don't have it. You say you don't, but you don't have it. You really ain't gonna have it. You're on the show, and you got to say that.
That's not true.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I don't think I'm any different from you. You see.
Yeah, we much different.
I mean, I think society's made us different.
You know we're different, and we all together.
But society's made us different.
No, not society. God made us different.
No, we're just human beings. He made all of us.
We all listen. Bluebirds fly with bluebirds. Red birds want to be with red birds. Listen. Tell me when I'm wrong. Pigeons want to be with pigeons.
But
Tell me when I'm wrong. We must. We should have. More, they don't have intelligence, but yet they stay together. We should have more intelligence than them, right? Buzzards are with buzzards. Buzzards are with buzzards. Bluebirds are with bluebirds. They all are birds, but they got different cultures. The eagles like to hang out in the mountains. The buzzard like to fly around the desert.
Well,
the bluebird like to fly around the trees and the
There'd be certain
grass.
problems a buzzard mating with a sparrow, wouldn't there?
What?
There'd be certain.
Right. And we have the problems too.
No,
I don't see no black and white couples in England or America walking around proud, holding their children.
That's because society
and going out.
That's society's fault. I mean, we've got to educate people around it.
Well, life is too short for me to be raised catching hell for something like that. I'd rather go and be my own. I have a beautiful daughter, beautiful wife. They look like me. We're all happy, and I don't have no trouble. No trouble. I ain't that much in love with no woman to go through all that hell. Ain't no one woman that good. You understand?
I understand. Yeah, I do understand. I understand. I think it's sad that
it ain't sad because I want my child to look like me. Every intelligent person wants his child to look like him. I'm sad because I want to blot out my race and lose my beautiful identity. Chinese love Chinese. They love the little slanted-eyed, pretty brown-skinned babies. Pakistanis love their culture. Jewish people love their culture. A lot of Catholics don't want to marry number Catholics. They want the religion to stay the same. Who want to spot up yourself and kill your race? You a hater of your people if you don't want to stay who you are. You shame what God made you. God didn't make no mistake when he made us all like we were.
I think that's a philosophy of despair.
Despair.
I really do.
It ain't no despair.
Number
one, can't no woman. Let me tell you something. I want to tell you. Listen, no woman on this whole earth, not even a black woman in Muslim countries, can please me and cook for me and socialize and talk to me like my American black woman. No woman, at last, is a white woman, can really identify with me and my feelings and the way I act and the way I talk. And you can't take no Chinese man and give him no Puerto Rican woman and holler about we're in love and you emotionally in love and physically, but really they're not happy because she's gonna hear some Puerto Rican music, he's gonna hear some Chinese music, and they're gonna be clashing all the time. It's just nature. You can do what you want, but it's nature to want to be with your own. I want to be with my own. I love my people. That's all. I don't hate nobody.
Where is he wrong? Where is he wrong? I mean,
well, he was going there, and and I know people are complaining about Muhammad Ali being on there. Just because we play a clip of somebody does not mean we endorse everything.
No, but where is he wrong in saying his feelings? What I meant by that is, where is he wrong in saying what he feels?
He's not wrong.
It's politically incorrect.
He's not wrong, and that liberal got a Puerto Rican woman and a Chinese man.
I think that guy peed a little. I think he did.
I think he teetled. Well, what do you guys think? Is that being racist?
Is it? Yeah.
Racist,
good question.
Reasonable? Racist or reasonable? So, anyway.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on that, especially over in Rumble. Anybody say anything on Rumble about it?
South Carolina girl agrees. Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
It's true. He says birds have different cultures.
Now, if he would have been white, I'm sorry. If he had been white, he would have been. You had never heard of that guy. They'd put him in jail. metaphorically speaking, of course.
Yeah. What else we got here?
We got some more. Speaking of Asian, he was talking about Asian. What you got? Some musicians.
Oh my goodness, this is fun. This is fun. There's some Asian dudes, and this is just cool. It's just cool. That's all I can say. That's not all I can say, but it's all I'll say.
All right, here we go.
I like that. I just thought that was cool.
A lot of talent jammed into there, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool little tune. I've heard that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Let's look at some older cartoons.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I'll pop them up here. I'm going way back here. In a couple of years, I'll recycle them and we'll go back over them. Go back over the ones that I just did this last year, maybe in 3 or 4 years. You got to find it. Let's go. Let's go, Tony. Come on.
Get cracking, buddy.
Get cracking. People waiting. All right. You really expect me to believe that a president can fake his birth certificate and social security number?
Yeah, well, with the media, you can. That's from 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have to wonder who you were talking about on that one.
Let's go to the next one. A few feathers short of a headdress.
You know, I mean, people are going to look back at this era where you have these lunatics like her pretend to be Indians, these white guys pretend to be black women pretend to be white. I mean, it's, oh my goodness.
Did you see the look on her face, though, when her DNA report came back that she had nothing? She had zero.
No, I thought it was 2,400.
Oh, yeah. One in 1,024. 1,000. She had 1,024.
It was like 1 in 2,000 and something.
Trump said he's more than she is.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Yeah, that was from 2012, actually. And then you have Obama at the gambling table. Eventually, my luck has got to change, so I'll bet it all on the same old hand. Had more relevance back then, but this is what they do.
Yeah, remember all their budget plans, and they had their summer of recovery.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
we didn't eat all summer.
Yeah. And there's NBC.
Boy, I tell you, some things haven't changed. It's just gotten worse. It's just gotten worse. Back then, people were just saying they're biased and they kind of tilt one way. Yeah. More than that.
I dug this up from 2012.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
Now we're getting old, dude.
And this hasn't changed either. No unconstitutional fishing. Vote amnesty. Yeah.
Vote poacher.
Vote poacher is right.
Look at him. Yeah. He is he's the worst. And
this is where all this started.
You know, he's the only U.S. president to stay in D.C. after he got done. Because he ain't done.
No, he isn't done. This is where this crap started. And Biden and Hillary and all are an extension of what he started for the first 8 years. And and they want to continue it with Kamala. So believe me, they're going to cheat as much as possible. They're hoping to get her poll numbers in such place where that when they do cheat, it won't look so bad. But they can't get her poll numbers up there.
Well, I'm actually pretty confident as far as the votes go.
Yeah.
And it's just, what are they going to do? I mean, they're talking about mass casualty events and stuff now. I mean, these people, I mean, they will do anything. You're talking about China's telling them what to do.
Yeah. They've got another virus coming out probably just before the election so they can keep up with their excuse to mail in vote.
Well, I'll tell you what, people are going to be crawling over broken glass to get there to vote for Trump.
Oh, yeah.
And, a lot of people are saying, I guess it depends on your area. Some people say, go ahead and vote early. Some people say, don't vote early, wait and vote on the day.
Mm-hmm.
I can see waiting until the day. I mean, that's when I vote.
Yeah.
But these areas in these swing states,
we've had mail-in voting for a long time here in Washington State.
I think you just do what you think's right.
Well, like I said, we have mail-in voting here in Washington State. We've had it for a few years. In fact, ever since they brought in mail-in voting, we used to have a Republican governor, we'd have a Democrat governor, we'd have a Republican governor. We used to kind of go back and forth, and same with the House and the State House and Senate. But since they got in mail-in voting, we haven't seen a Republican governor. In fact, one governor, when this first started, I can't remember his name. He was a Republican, and he won the election by 400 votes, but it was within the margin of having a recount. So they had another recount, and then he won that one by 200 votes. Then they had another recount, and he lost. It was like they kept finding these votes. They found some in a bathroom. They found some in the trunk of a car. See, that's where they have a lot of these just already pre-filled out, especially in the state elections, to where you can't.
Well, the first one I remember was Al Franken, around 2008 or something, and he was beat. And then they said, "Oh, look, we found a box of ballots in our neighbor's car."
Yeah, exactly. That's
Al
exactly.
wins. Al wins.
That's exactly what happened in Washington State.
And what the hell, man? Everybody knew they cheated. That's when they had Acorn. But here we are. Here we are today, and we are closing in on a serious time.
Oh, yeah. This cartoon here, okay, who's really responsible for all the violence in America? And you have liberal rhetoric. Remember, they were putting effigies of Bush up on, and they had video games, rap, violent movies, and they're all pointing at Rush Limbaugh. They were blaming him at the time. This is 2012 for all the media was blaming Rush Limbaugh for all the violence in America.
Well, now you can see how that's just metastasized into just everything they're about.
Yeah.
Blame us for everything they do.
And one of the biggest honors of since I was doing cartoons, is Rush Limbaugh started putting my cartoons in his newsletter. And I really appreciated that notoriety.
You have some of those newsletters?
I do. I do have them in my drawer.
Yeah, you put those in glass, man, or something.
I'm planning on framing them and putting them up. And I wish I could have got him to sign one or two. I got Glenn Beck. He asked for me to sign a cartoon that had him in it, or didn't have him in it. It was about him. And I said, well, I'll sign it if you sign one and send it back to me. So I sent him one with my signature, and he sent me back one with his signature, and I put that in glass and framed it. That was before he got kind of loony with Trump. That was way before.
He started pushing his face in the Cheetos and lost his mind.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him, man.
He's better now. He's better now. I've seen a little bit of him.
Better now, yeah. He's still not. But you know what? We're all on the same team right now.
Absolutely.
Right now, we're on the same team. That's good enough for me.
Yep.
You know, well, one of the videos we pulled up that we found is a video of Speaker Johnson, who is like, he makes me sick. What this guy has done. But
Yeah.
they just passed that new CR today, and my distinguished Congressman Mark Green is a piece of crap. He voted for it. Yeah. And he's going to win this year because we're going to have to elect him because we have to elect the Republican down ticket, even when it makes us want to throw up to do it. We got to do that for Trump. But I tell you what, we're going to deal with the traitors once we get on the other side. We're going to deal with it.
We need on working on getting these rhinos out. But right now, Trump needs the Senate and the House to get some of this stuff done.
Yeah, absolutely. But the second video I have up there is a clip of Speaker Johnson from 10 months ago.
All right, let's play it.
He's done with the CRs.
Let's play it.
Piece of shit.
To never being in this situation again. I'm done with short-term CRs. We're resolved. So what that means is you're going to see in the beginning of this next year, we'll be walking and chewing gum at the same time. We're going to get the appropriation.
That's all you need to hear. That's enough of that liar. Screw him.
Yeah.
He is going to go down in history. His children are going to have to change their names. He's going to be so synonymous with betrayal, like Benedict Arnold.
Yeah.
They say, "Who's your dad?" Charles Manson. Remember that joke? What's your dad do? Or he's a strip down. Oh, I can't remember. They didn't want to tell that he was really a Democrat, so he's a drag queen.
Speaking of drag queens, I think you got
yeah, we got, and we can't forget what they're doing to the children. We cannot forget, and it comes from the top of the biggest corporations. ABC News, Good Morning America, that's owned by Disney. So of course Disney's going to have the exploitation of children going on. But it's number 3, and this happened. This is not brand new, but this is Good Morning America, and it is disgusting what they did.
Yeah, I can't believe there's anybody in the audience even clapping at this.
How you doing?
Thanks for being here. I love that you love root beer, caffeine free. I can get on board with that.
My mom doesn't like me drinking caffeine.
Does it make you hyper? Yeah, me too. They don't like when I drink caffeine either. But Desmond, you're one of the youngest and first drag queen/kids. And I've heard that you've gotten messages from young adults who look up to you for being who you are. What are some of the notes you've gotten?
Some of the notes I've gotten are like that you...
That is so disgusting.
Yeah, that's just, I'm going to take that down.
Those people in the audience clapping, they need everyone to be slapped hard.
And their heads examined.
If I was in there and I'd probably grab that little boy, run out with him, and go get him a baseball and a gun.
Yeah, imagine he grows up. He grows up and he's...
wig off your head, boy.
Imagine him growing up and being 25 and becoming an alpha male and then having to look back on what his mom did to him back then.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's got a long way to go to get the alpha male. He's got a way to go get the beta male.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's that other category.
Yeah. Here we go. There's a cartoon. This is from 2012. I'm pulling up 2012, trying to work my way up to the... But we have... oh, my dog just walked in. That's right. Violent gun crime. Gun laws. Effective when used as directive. Ineffective when used as directive.
Yeah. They've been doing this forever.
Oh,
forever.
And then this is New York. Remember where the governor tried to outlaw big mega.
Oh, he was getting the big gulps. You go to
The big
jail,
gulps.
you get a big gulp.
Yeah.
Democrats are lunatics, man. They freaking, and then they did. Then he just finally signed a straw ban in California.
Yeah, well, he did that a while ago, I think.
Well, I think he just did
Newsom?
another one. It's like,
Newsom?
what the hell?
And this is Bloomberg. This is Bloomberg that did this.
Bloomberg, was that Bloomberg?
I think so.
That
He
was
outlawed big
Blasio?
guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Bloomberg, he's another one of those giants.
Yeah.
Him and Reich and
yeah.
little tiny fellows.
And then Obamacare came in around 2012 and says, it's okay. I'll just call it a tax.
Yeah, I remember when everybody was like stunned at John Roberts. That was his first open stabbing of the American people, right there.
Right. Right.
Like,
this is
what
the
hell?
wall. This is the wall against tyranny. And they're going to let Obama in. And then now, what is it? Kamala is going to make it the law of the land and do away with private insurance. That's one of the things that the unions don't like. They like their health plans, and she's going to get rid of it and make it the worst. She's going to make it like Canada, where you're on a 90-day waiting list to get heart surgeries, and they're sending people down. The doctors up there are sending people down to the United States to get surgeries.
Yeah, it is satanic. It's satanic.
They need to do something about the gun culture here in America. The Newtown tragedy.
Yeah, the video games. I never really bought into that.
Nah, me neither.
You know, I mean, it's like, because we watched Bugs Bunny kick the shit out of
Yeah, Elmer Fudd.
Damn. I mean, he would shoot him in the face. You know, they'd shoot Donald Duck in the face, not Donald, but Daffy Duck in the face, and his bill would spin around his head.
Yeah.
That was good stuff, man.
Yeah.
We didn't go out trying to shoot people.
And then we have 2012. This is one of my earlier cartoons when I was signing them the wrong way. Typical Republican voter. Typical Obama voter.
The Kool-Aid, the tea. Yeah.
Tea Party people were holding their nose to vote.
You know, we have another video, and when you're ready.
Yeah.
Years ago, I saw a clip of this video where Trump made an appearance on Maury Povich. There was the first Maury Povich had this little girl on there who had a brittle bone disease.
Yeah.
And apparently she'd been on the show, and then the clip I saw, Trump came on, and he was really cool to her. Anyway, it is an awesome clip. I found the full video, and it's not too long, but you see the context. You see the little girl coming on Maury Povich's show, and then the second time, Trump joined her. Okay. And that's number 2. And it is one of those things that Trump does.
Yeah.
That he never gets credit for. I mean, the dude's got an amazing heart. He's got an amazing heart. So
yeah, anyway, and this just scratches the surface of all the stuff that he's done that nobody talks about or that people don't even know about him, that he's done.
Number 2.
10-year-old girl named Megan. Now, Megan was born with brittle bone disease. Now, Megan's mother, Debbie, felt her daughter, Megan, was all alone in the world. And she wrote us a letter asking us to introduce Megan to somebody she could relate to. Take a look at this.
Dear Mari, I want to tell you about the bravest little girl in the world, my daughter Megan. She is 10 years old and was born with brittle bone disease. Although Megan is only 32 inches tall and cannot walk, she faces every challenge like a mighty giant. And I would give anything if she could meet another child like her. Mari, can you help me make this special dream come true for my little girl?
You know something?
And her name is Tiffany.
You know, God for you, I got a new friend. I got somebody who's
10 years old. What do you have her for her, Tiffany? Yeah, look at this. Flowers for her. There you go. Why don't you sit down here? Look at that.
Well, how is Megan doing today? Her mom, Debbie, is here, and so is Megan. So, Megan, come on out. Here's Megan. There we go. Hi, Megan. How are you? There you go. Why don't you sit here? And Megan can sit right here. How are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good, Maury.
You good. Terrific. Wow. What you got?
I have something for you. I have a picture.
Oh, a picture of you and me. There we go. Isn't that nice? Isn't that terrific? Wow. So it's been going well since the show?
Yes, it has.
And now, wasn't it nice to meet Tiffany?
Yes, it was.
Because you could understand and she could understand how you all live your lives.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to tell you something. You know, I got a very nice letter after you were on the show from a viewer. And her name is Sandy, and she's in California. And she heard that you love Barbies. Is that right?
Yeah.
She sent you a special gift. Shall I bring it on out? Huh?
I don't know.
Well, we'll see, okay? All right, here's what Sandy sent you. Look at this. How was that? Wow, look at that. Look at that. Turn around this way. Yeah, look at that. Look at that wardrobe she sent you for Barbie. Isn't that great, Megan?
Yes.
And you know something? She wasn't the only person who took a special interest in you. There was somebody else who saw it. And he's a very famous person. And he wanted to give you a present, too. So watch this in the monitor. I don't know if you know who he is.
Hi, Megan. My name's Donald. And you probably don't know me, but I was watching Maury's show the other day, and I must tell you, you really hit me right here. I think you are so beautiful, and both inside and out. I had a little something, a little gift that I gave to Maury, who's a friend of mine, and a very good golfer. Don't ever play him in golf. He's very, very good, believe me. And I gave him a little gift for you, and I hope you and your mother have a good time with it. And you're very special, and you just keep it up and keep up that attitude. So good luck, and you stay in touch.
So, Donald Trump, he has his name on more buildings in New York City than any other person. And besides that, he is one of the most generous people I know. And he wants you and your mom to have a very special check. And when we talk about Donald Trump, when he gives out checks, we're not talking chump change here. This is big time money. So, look at that. Do you know how much that's for? Do you get all those zeros right? Thank you very much. All right. We'll be back right after this.
This is Megan. Hi, Donald. Good. I really wanted to say thank you very much. Bye. I told him that I thanked him, and he said, well, you're very welcome, and he told me to keep up the good work.
Wow.
Hey, I almost start crying.
Not bad for a racist.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about, man. Taking care of that beautiful little girl. And I actually tried to find out what happened to her. So find out. I did a little search, and no trace. I didn't know whatever became of that young lady. So if anybody knows, let us know.
Right. Yeah, that's a good clip. You have any more video? We have that Harriet Hagman.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's a pretty good. She's fire. She's fire.
I like that clip, and it just kind of goes down the line of stuff that's just important to be said. I think so.
Yeah, I hope she didn't vote wrong today, did she?
I don't know.
I've got the list. Hang on, let me look before we play it. Let's make sure she's clean.
You got the list?
I got the list of all of the jerk Republicans who voted yes.
Yeah.
Who voted for the CR? Of course, you have Crenshaw, Dan Crenshaw. He's the worst.
Carmen just said they just indicted Mayor Adams in New York City. What a surprise.
Okay. Oh, by the way, she did not vote for it, so we can play the video. Thank you.
I'm glad. I like the way you vet our clips. Make sure that.
Double check you, man. I mean, we had one that didn't quite cut it today.
Yeah, right.
All right,
here we go. Let's do it. We're almost.
Morning, Savannah. Good to be with you.
Well, about last night, you lost by approximately 37 points, a greater margin than even polls had predicted. And here we are, and you lost. How do you feel about that now?
Mr. Attorney General, are you above reproach?
I'm not above criticism. I'm not sure what you mean by reproach, but of course you're totally free to criticize me, and I expect.
Yeah, as American citizens, we can criticize you. We can criticize all of our government employees, can't we?
Absolutely.
Because you seem to whine quite a bit today about being attacked or people challenging the decisions that you've made. A justice system can survive those who challenge the prosecutors, but it can't survive those who prosecute the challengers. Just kind of the situation we're in with the Biden administration and you at the helm.
The answer to your question is Congress is not giving us money for FBI agents to go into the reservations.
So this is Congress's fault that you won't do your job.
It's Congress's fault.
This is Congress's fault that you won't protect reservation, that you won't protect our reservations from the consequences of the Biden and Mayorkas open border policies. That's Congress's fault, not theirs.
If you give us money for more FBI agents.
You need more money for FBI agents. How about if they just enforce the border? How about if you ask them to enforce the border?
The time of the gentlelady has expired.
Mr. Hur, having been a long-term DOJ prosecutor, can you please explain why those people without the last name of Clinton or Biden are typically treated quite differently and seem to be the only ones who are never held accountable for violating the law?
Congresswoman.
I'm asking specifically about Mrs. Clinton and Mrs. Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden.
Congresswoman, I don't have any opinion to articulate with respect to the investigation relating to Mrs. Clinton.
I yield back. The fact is that we know that a lot of the information that was being peddled by this White House was untrue. We know that the CDC lied. We know that Anthony Fauci lied. We know that Mr. Biden lied. And you were pushing propaganda.
Would the gentleman
very much? No, I will not.
I'd love to know the source of your
This is my
citation.
time. I think it's fair to say that the position of President Biden was to get as many Americans to take the COVID vaccine as possible. Is that also true?
I would agree with that characterization.
And yes or no, was your routine dialogue with social media companies part of a strategy to achieve this goal of the president?
Congressman, we engage with these social media
Please answer the question, yes or no.
They had stated.
Was that the purpose? Was that the purpose of engaging with the social media companies? Yes or no?
Congressman, the engagement with social media companies
Goal of getting people vaccinated, correct?
in the context of the president's efforts.
Yes, to encourage the American people to take the vaccine. Mr. Mayorkas, I actually really want to thank you for coming here today, for your performance. I have watched with absolute fascination as you have danced and dodged and lied. Yes, lied. We know you've lied. You know you've lied. But more importantly, the American public knows that you lied. With that, I yield back.
You know, she covered so many things. That goes on. I
Yeah.
mean, and the good thing about that, it reminds you of some of the things that we've gone through. I mean, you can't even sit and think about it. I mean, you can't, there's been so many things from the COVID to where we are now, from the assassinations back to the lockdowns. I mean, holy cow, the lies. And it was, and the media, they lie about science, they lie about medicine. If you will lie about medicine, there's nothing you won't lie about.
It would be an 8-hour show if you just sat and listed, not described, but just listed all the stuff, all the things they've done, all the lies, all the stuff. It would go on forever. Not to mention, if he explained it.
Syndicate. And that's what I was saying. Mike Johnson did not fund government. He funded a criminal syndicate that's involved in drug trafficking, child sex trafficking. They're involved in murder, extortion, bribery. I mean, just go to, I mean, there's never been a criminal organization as big and massive as what the Democrats have put together in D.C.
Yeah.
And that's why you got Dick Cheney joining their team.
Yeah, there you go. Darth
the
Vader.
IRS,
They called him Darth Vader.
Endorsed her. The IRS and Dick Cheney have endorsed Kamala.
The IRS has endorsed her along with Dick Cheney, Darth Cheney. They coined his name, or they came up with the name Darth Cheney or Darth Vader Cheney, and then they turn around and love him to death now. So,
well, one thing, I've got some Democrat voting friends that I grew up with, and I'll see them occasionally on Facebook. I ask them, are you a Cheney Democrat or are you a Kennedy Democrat? They don't like that.
No.
If you, man.
Yeah. You have a closing song for us?
Yeah, we've got we got some. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna rock
All
out.
right. All right.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here, and make sure you follow us over on our Truth Social and X machines.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put up the little.
I'm going to stick the banner up there.
Yeah.
Put up the banner.
Yeah. I'm Jodan Media, and he's A.F. Branco.
Also, if you want a copy of that poster that I did, a high resolution copy, all you have to do is, I got to get it up here to the camera. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one. Where did I do with it? I must have thrown, oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it. Right up here. Branco@Reagan.com. If you email me, I will send you the high resolution poster so you can print it out for your own personal use. Creator Syndicate will get all over me if you start making t-shirts to sell or anything like that. But if you want to make your own t-shirt, go right ahead.
I want to add one last thing too. I got a note from, I represent the My Pillow stuff. I have a promo code, and they apparently My Pillow's been canceled by another box store. They just sent this to me today. I'm not sure who it is, but he's got some blowout deals, and you go on his pillows and everything. So go if you it's a good time to get some, and you use the promo code Jodan, Joedan, Joedan at My Pillow.
All run together.
All run together.
Okay,
Jodan.
no gap or space.
Oh, no gap.
All right.
Not like that chick's teeth. What the? No, Stacey Abrams.
Yeah.
Stacey Abrams tank. But no, the promo code Jodan, and go spend some money with the Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Michael and Dale.
Magnum PI of Good Shedi. I like it.
Yeah, and then
you got a commercial. You got to have to show your commercial next time.
Yeah, I forgot. And it's not like we don't need the money. Sometimes it's not real smart. But we got a song from the 70s, a live performance. There's not a single computer here. And it's all the original members of the band Chicago. And they're killing it on 25 to 6 or 4. And most people don't realize what the song's about. It's about writing a song. And so we just sit and talk on the floor, and that's what it's just about writing a song. 25 to 6 or 4. That's the timing. So, without further ado, God bless you all. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. We got to win.
Thanks for the comments, folks, and let's rock out.
waiting for the rain.